Okay, well, for me, this began as a kind of a project where I wanted to incorporate Carolina's art and my art in an exhibit that spoke to the people of San Antonio and also spoke to family values and family, the meaning of that. And so we began as a concept calling this Nuestra Gente. So I grew up in San Antonio. I lived on the east side, about maybe a couple of miles from downtown. As a kid, my mom and my dad gave me permission to go downtown. That was the place to go. So the excitement of being around the hustle and bustle. So it was really about that time that I thought I wanted to take it to the next level. I wanted to meet these people, photograph them, and then paint them. The inspiration really is their life experiences. Everybody has a purpose. The idea was to stop by with my camera, visit with them a little bit, talk with them, chat with them, ask them for the opportunity to take a photo with them. So it incorporates all walks, all levels, all ethnicities, and then bringing that photo to life as a painting. So I wanted to give them kind of a chance to be honored somehow and bring attention to who they really are. That was really the excitement for me. So this is a kind of a large-scale painting. I title it Portrait of a Woman Waiting for a Bus. I wanted to capture the eyes, I wanted to capture the expression. Much like the artists did in the 15th century. And you take Goya or you take the Dutch artists, they all did this. They all went into the streets and they all painted. They painted what they saw. And so this is what I also wanted to do. It's very exciting to me to kind of paint that and capture that and make that impression for years to come.
The whole show is about my family and the little town I grew up in, Fort Stockton, Texas. And from old black and white photographs that I have been able to gather. And then I interpret them in color, with real strong colors. And this is the home that I grew up in. This is the little house I grew up in. And next door is my grandmother's house, which is this house. And we were like 3 or 4 yards apart that at night I could talk to her. She'd be sitting in the kitchen and couldn't sleep. So I would talk to her and say, Grandma, why don't you go to sleep? She goes, no puedo. And when you get older, you'll know why. My parents, when they were dating, they were sitting in front of the middle school I went to.
How did you get into your color scheme?
I don't know. If you look at the first ones, they're very sepia toned, and I think you're trying to copy what you've seen or what you admire. And then as I progressed, I just went more for the pure colors that come out of the tube, and I stopped mixing them. And that's really what I enjoy, is strong, pure colors.
So what does family mean to you?
So family means everything. It's so important. It builds the character of whom you are. And all these people have been a part of who I am today. I am who I am because I stood on their shoulders, because they gave me the wisdom and the words. And sometimes the brutality, family can be very brutal and very unkind, and that builds character. And then there are people who give you so much love, and you realize, okay, well, it's good to suffer a little bit. It's good to suffer a lot, because then you appreciate when you do. When someone appreciates you for who you are, then you realize, this is what I want to hold on to. To this day, I quote my father a lot. I work really hard because my mother pushed us very hard. And I think my life has been a success in more ways than one. More than doing my artwork, which is, of course, very important. I wanted to make sure that happened along with a sense of family and a sense of knowing where I came from, a sense of place. And I hope, I think I've done that, and that makes me very satisfied and at peace. I have a family of my own. I have a great husband, beautiful children, and 3 beautiful grandchildren. So as long as these things are intact, then everything is good. Everything is good, and I wouldn't sacrifice any of that to get a step further. I just try to work every day on my paintings and do my best.